Do you live your life rockboat to rockboat? If so, then welcome aboard the BoatCast, the podcast for rockboaters by rockboaters. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome AJ and Ted of Don't Panic. Welcome, gentlemen.
Yay!
We did it. Yeah,
Made
us.
it.
Yeah, you did.
Soundcheck winners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
What was that
thanks.
whole process like for you?
We didn't really have to do much of anything, so it was awesome.
yeah. It wasn't much of a process. We submitted to we entered, and then we got an email and said we were in the top 10. We're like, okay, cool. And then I made a couple of videos and posted them in the Facebook chats thing, the Facebook group, and then we won. It was
Yeah.
it was,
That's a savvy move.
All you have to do is just kick ass and you win.
Yeah, it's just the strategy.
Yeah.
Strategy. You know, it's all.
Me and
it's all
Ted
about
actually
strategy.
put on dress shirts and a black tie, and we went knocking on doors, but no one would really
Grassroots
answer us. It was
campaign.
really weird.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had pamphlets and everything.
Yeah, we were like, we'd like to talk to you about the rock boat. And they're like, no.
They might have thought you were those political people roaming around,
They thought we were
That must have
Jehovah's Witness, I think.
Yeah.
or that.
Yeah.
No, it was.
You
cool.
guys,
It was-
you guys are from PA though. Did you
Yeah.
guys have ridiculous amounts of people knocking on your doors?
No.
over the past-
No, I had tons
Man.
of texts, tons and tons of texts.
Oh, that was
But-
outrageous.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no door knocking.
Sorry,
would've been
sorry,
insane.
to get off topic right off the get go here.
Was
That's
that a big
right
thing
away,
in
he's getting
Hazleton there,
political.
Eammon?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It really was.
Oh, that's awesome.
But anyway,
Yeah.
back to your regularly scheduled programming.
You digress.
All right. So anyway, who'd you guys vote for?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't answer our text, so we had to set this up.
Yeah. Oh shit! This is a political podcast. We didn't know.
That's awesome.
They're gonna sell us a car warranty.
But look, when you get people from PA, man, you gotta shoot the shit with the stuff that's been going on, you know?
Yeah. The amount of
Super
texts
fun.
on the phone were insane, and I watch a fair amount of YouTube, and the amount of ads were
Yeah.
it just wouldn't end, and you couldn't skip them, and they were so long. I was like, God, I can't
Yeah.
wait for this to be over.
Is this just a plot for me to pay for YouTube?
I know they were like, and I kept getting the things like, do you want to buy the premium? I was like, no, I don't. I don't want any of this.
None of it.
Yeah.
Well, again, thanks for carving out some time to chat with us about
Yeah, man.
your music and the upcoming rock boat, and
We're
I know that
super
we had just
excited.
talked. Yeah, what do you all know about the boat prior to submitting for Soundcheck?
So I was on last year. I didn't.
Sweet.
So I was. My brother's band played on the boat last year.
Okay.
And I kind of came. He got invited to do the 6-man sessions,
Nice.
and he brought me as his guest. So we
very
went
cool.
on the what's that guy's name? Michael Franti. We went on his boat and did the 6-man sessions. While I was there, the other people from sessions found out that I was also in a band and I was a songwriter, so they just included me. So I wound up writing and being a part of the sessions last year, even though I wasn't on Rockboat. And then Charty and Jen basically championed for me to come on Rockboat last year and perform at the sessions show also, because I helped write a lot of the songs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was on last year, so I know a fair amount about it. I got to experience the whole thing. And when I got home, I just told all these guys, we got to get our band on this thing. It's so fun. And I met so many cool people, and everyone who saw me play at the sessions show in the theater were all kind of approaching me and asking me about my band and basically you guys got to come play on the boat next year and blah blah blah. So I have a lot of firsthand experience, and AJ and the other guys have a lot of me excitedly, constantly talking about how cool it is.
What was the most surprising part of being on the boat for the first time last year for you?
I would say the people like on board, how excited they are to find like new bands and how engaged they get with you when they see you like on the boat, like walking around. Everyone stops you constantly and is like asking you questions or just giving you really awesome compliments. And, I think just the people, how excited they are and how interested they are in finding all of the bands that they don't know and going to, it's like, there's a band, like there's a bunch of bands that I made friends with while I was over there, and it's like Patty and her band, and they were like playing, and they'd never been on the boat, and they had a huge crowd every day. Just everyone came to see them, and it's like, oh, that's really freaking cool.
Yeah, it's an experience, and AJ, you're gonna get to like get it, feel that. Like people are gonna like show up to like the Don't Panic shows, and people are gonna.
I sure hope so.
And like and like know the lyrics to the songs, and you're gonna get to create some awesome memories for some boaters and yourself. What is it like being as a band to be on the same poster with some of the other bands that are going to be there, and what does collaboration look like for you all?
Well, you can answer the first one, AJ.
Well, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Like a lot of the bands this year seems like we're a little more like 90s stuff. So I'm into some of that stuff. A lot of times, like on the weekends, I'm playing with like a cover band. So I'm looking at a lot of these bands. I'm like, oh yeah, like I do some of their songs. I know some of their songs. So it's kind of interesting to be like, oh, I'll go listen to these guys like performing all these songs now. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, it's a lot of bands. That
Yeah.
was like my first reaction. I saw it, I was just like, oh, and I was like, okay, yes, and okay, next page, yes, okay. I was like, all right. So
And it's like kind of all
a lot
over
of
the
playing.
place too. You
Yeah.
know, we're we all talked about it. We kind of feel like we're going to stick out a little bit like a sore thumb in some instances, because it's like, you got Walk the Moon and American Authors, and they're like super kind of like radio pop stuff, and then you got like Tonic and Verve Pipe guys, and that's more like 90s rock, and then we're just like this weird, we're a little bit faster, a little bit heavier, not heavy, but a little more.
We're gonna play Megadeth.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at. We're just gonna do a bunch of Megadeth covers.
Yeah,
so I
our
hope everyone
opener
likes.
is Raining Blood
Yeah,
by Slayer.
but yeah, it's really cool to just be like a part of the whole thing and just look at these bands and be like, oh, our name's on that poster. Like that's freaking rad. Like, very excited. I already forgot the second half of that question, by the way.
Something about collaborations.
Oh yeah, we have a couple actually lined up already.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Are we keeping them secrets though? Are those secrets? You can't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you're. I don't know. I don't know the process, but we.
Let's keep it a secret.
Well, I'll give you a
Okay.
hint. Someone will come up and perform a song with us.
Ooh.
Yes.
And then another person is also going to come up and perform
3
a song
times.
with us.
We got three different ones planned for our 3 sets, and then
That's awesome.
What's
and
the
then
third one?
one
I know
that's-
2 of them.
Well, I can't tell you because it's a secret. I guess you'll find out.
Yeah, I guess
we're
so.
doing
Just don't
essentially
panic.
we're doing each set. We're going to do a cover song.
Oh.
Like we don't usually do a lot of cover songs.
Yeah.
And what we planned to do on the boat was each of our sets is going to be one of our albums, and then some extra songs,
Nice.
and then we're going to do a cover song also. And each of the cover songs is going to have someone from another band come and kind of perform it with us. And
That's
then
awesome.
not planned, but I did have Clinton from Common Heart texted me the other day and was like, yeah, we got to do a collab. And I was like, all right. I was like, do you guys know any like Huey Lewis or something? Like, I don't know. I was like, I was trying to think of something fun to do with those guys. So I might go do something with Common Heart at some point, but we're going to do that. And we're going to play it at Brian's Positivity Jam for sure. And
Very cool.
yeah, we're going to be everywhere. We're going to be very busy. That's our plan. Like anywhere and everything that you can do there, we will be doing it.
You already...
So your brother brought you on the boat last year. Are you reciprocating and bringing him?
No, he's too busy for little old us, man.
He doesn't.
His band,
He doesn't need it. Okay.
Yeah. His band's
They're
going to
doing
like.
fine.
Yeah, I think they're doing like a headline tour in the UK while we're on the rock boat. So they're doing their thing.
In fact,
But
what shirt do you have on there?
Is that bowling for soup?
Weird.
Was that a bowling for soup?
Weird.
There you go. Well, that's
Interesting.
Yeah,
He said weird.
Right?
Yeah, I don't see anyone wearing our shirt.
So speaking of shirts, merch is a huge deal on the boat.
Yeah.
Specifically for the rock boat. So have you guys thought about any neat, unique merch? And
Yeah.
big.
Yeah,
it's
me and Ted were going over this the one night we're also right now in the middle of recording some cover songs.
Very
Just
cool.
like something to kind of like in between little album cycle stuff. And we were out getting food and stuff afterwards, and we were discussing about what to do for merch and designing something specifically just for like the rock boat, like that would just be for that, and then kind of what else we want to bring that we have in our lineup if we want to tweak anything or whatever. And
Yeah.
in fact, we were discussing that even earlier in the chat.
In the band chat. So we have so what I think we're gonna have a hoodie that we're definitely gonna have, because I know people like to have hoodies on there. And then we'll have a shirt that we did, like you said, we just designed for the boat, which is actually really cool. And then we're gonna bring one of the shirts that we usually sell like on tour. And then I think some stickers. We have both our albums on vinyl that we'll bring.
Nice.
And
koozies? Are we doing koozies?
And then we're gonna do some. Yeah, we're gonna do some koozies. Yeah.
Can't not have beer
Just
koozies on this friggin' rock boat, man.
Gotta have koozies.
Dude, Ted's like 5 steps ahead already. Like for somebody coming on.
We've been planning this since the day it was like, all right, we won. I was like, all right, here's what we got to start doing, and we just like,
yeah,
it's awesome.
We've been discussing this for months.
We already we're locked in to host one of like the activities already as well.
Okay.
Which I think they're going to announce that later, so I won't say. But we're hosting an activity which is going to be super fun. If you were on last year's boat, I also was part of it. So if like my team was in the thing and we won. So we're going to do that. We're going to defend my band's going to defend the other band's championship of this activity that I was part of. Yeah.
Very
cool. And so I mean, we're just like I
said,
said,
all men's wet t-shirt contest.
Yes. We will certainly win that.
Yes.
But we're just gonna stay super busy. That's the plan. We're gonna do everything and anything we can.
Heck yeah! I mean, that's it. And going back to the merch stuff, when bands take time to create merch just for the boat, it goes such a long way with the rock boat community.
We want it to be special.
That's all I can say about it.
Yeah. We want it to be something a little special. We made the shirt so that if you're on the boat, like it was that event, but also it's not like very glaringly like this is only like you could wear it as a band band shirt and it still works. So it's kind of like both.
Got like it's definitely like a band shirt, but it's got like a I don't know, like an islandy vacation vibe thing going on with it.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
I don't know how to say it without like just saying what the hell it is.
Yeah.
One thing we're really lucky about with our band name too is that even when people don't know it's a band shirt, it says "Don't Panic." People just like to wear a shirt that says that, so it helps us a lot when we're on tour and like. They'll just be like, "Oh, don't panic! I like that." And like they'll just have a shirt that says it. They don't even know it's a band sometimes.
Wear it on the plane.
Yeah, wear anywhere you can perish.
Anywhere you can perish,
like a boat.
Yeah.
Can you talk to the listeners about the history of Don't Panic and how the band was formed and how you came up with the name?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I was born May 25th, 1987.
We're going way back.
Yeah, start from the beginning.
So we started the band actually in 2008, I think it was. And
it was definitely before that. We got to figure out the exact date.
It was let's say 2008. Yeah, it's actually a little too early, but we'll say 2008 for right now.
When we did. Oh wait, is when we did Warped Tour, wasn't it?
Yes. What happened was me and our bass player Keith we're in another band, and that band went on a hiatus. The rest of the guys wanted to do other stuff. We wanted to keep playing. So we decided to like form a band in the meantime to like do something. I forget who even suggested AJ to me. It was somebody, and they're like, "Oh, there's a really good guitar player who lives in the Poconos. You should hit him up." And they gave me his like MySpace or something. You know what I mean? I forget how we first talked.
His
I think it was
direct connect
MySpace.
number on the
Yeah,
Nextel.
yeah.
You checked me out on my
And
live journal.
it was on ICM. I think we messaged each other, but so he happened to live a mile down the road from me, which I didn't even know. And so the three of us got together. I had some song ideas. We found another random, like a guy who played drums up by us that AJ kind of knew also. And we started the band. We wound up playing on Warped Tour for a couple shows. And we wrote an EP. And then in 2009, we recorded it. We released it. We did a U.S. tour in 2010, opening for the Ataris.
Nice.
And then after that tour was over, we all got home, and we were all kind of broke and young. We were like in our early mid-20s, and we had been out on the road for 6 or 7 weeks, and we were like, "Hey, everybody, like let's all just like get jobs, save up some money. We'll get back to this when we have some money." We wanted to make another album. Me and AJ had started recording like some random songs and stuff, but nothing like album yet. And then all of a sudden it was 2019 and we hadn't done anything in 7 years. And seriously, like everyone, like AJ wound up playing in other bands. Our drummer Anthony wound up working at a casino. I got a job in the music industry, booking tours and stuff. And Keith wound up moving all over the place. He was like a chef essentially. And in 2019, my brother was on tour with Bowling for Soup, and he called me and he was like, "Hey, do you want to come hang out? We're going on tour with Real Big Fish, and come hang on this tour with us." So I said, "Okay." So I flew out to Florida, I think it was, and I hopped on their tour bus for about 2 weeks. And while I was on that tour, I was like, "Holy crap! I really miss playing in a band. Like this is so fun." So as soon as I got home, I called AJ and Keith and Anthony, everyone separately, and I was like, "Hey, do you guys want to get the band back together?" We did a little bit of something for the first couple years. We took a huge break. Do you want to let's write a new album and let's go on, let's do some shows, and that was the end of 2019. And so then we got together. Everyone was all into it. It kind of just worked out really nice. Everyone was just available and wanted to do it, and we wrote an album, and then we planned on doing a bunch of shows and stuff in 2020, and then we didn't. and then we've been
really
going
great time
for the last...
to put out an album.
Yeah, so we put out an album, and we did our first song, our first big our first single on the album, and made a music video for it. It's called Fall 99, and we released it. It was March 2020, and then the whole world shut down, and but and then the last 5 years we've just been kind of going and going and going since then, and lots of tours, and we've released 3 records and done a bunch of videos, and so it started off for a couple years, 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago now. It was like 15 years ago we started, did a little bit, took a huge break.
So sad.
Yeah, and then we're back at it the last 5 years.
Yeah, but hey, pro tip, everybody: if you're in a band and you're going to take a 7-year hiatus, don't come back to a pandemic.
Yeah.
Note it.
Don't come back when the world shuts down.
Yeah, we definitely had to get creative.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought we were getting away from politics.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting creative, what is the creative process with Inside Don't Panic when floating a new idea for a song or writing a song?
It's kind of all over. Generally, what's going to happen is I'll have an idea that I'll kind of record into my phone. Like I'll just sing an idea. Usually I'm 100% serious. It's usually when I'm in the shower, or I'm driving my car. If I'm driving my car a lot, I'll be like, "Oh," and I'll just have my phone on my dash, and I'll just hit memo or whatever, and I'll sing something, and then just whatever, and then I'll forget about it. It'll be on my phone, and then when it's time to start writing an album, I'll start going through all the memos on my phone, and then I'll start demoing stuff on my computer with my guitar, and I'll send it to AJ and send it to Anthony, and they'll kind of give their input and help shape it into an actual song.
Okay.
But then there's also times where AJ will have guitar riffs and be like, I have this guitar riff, and then we'll build a song off of that. Or Anthony's actually a pretty good songwriter too, and he'll have song ideas where
Don't
he'll
give
come
him
to my
any
house.
credit.
Yeah. I don't want him getting any bigger of a head than he's got. But he'll come over sometimes with an acoustic guitar and play a song. He's got a couple songs on he's got a song on almost every album, I think, where he wrote like the majority of it, and then we just kind of polished it up and made
Did he
it.
have one of the newest
good.
album?
No, I think that's the only one he does. Yeah, he doesn't have anything.
So
on the
I know the
newest
past
album.
two he does. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, usually, like I said, I'll have a structure, and then everyone will kind of just like add to that and make it into a cohesive song. And then sometimes we'll do stuff different, and we'll Frankenstein something that AJ made with something that I had made, and it'll become a song somehow. There's been a couple times that's happened as well.
Nice. Love the artwork, by the way, on your albums.
Oh, thank you.
I'm always interested. Sometimes people have friends that do it. Sometimes the artists do it. What's your avenue of acquiring the artwork that you guys get done for your albums and such?
So the latest one was an idea that I sort of had, but Anthony sort of had too, where we wanted to like pay an homage a little bit to there's like a Queen album that has like kind of the faces on it with their different colors. And Anthony's a huge Queen fan. And I wanted it to be about like a fresh coat of paint starting over. So like it was like our faces, and then getting like painted over onto like a white wall to be like, all right, we have a fresh palette to write a bunch of new music and like kind of like a restart for us. So that's like our newest record. The one before, I liked the name Dark Horse because I feel like that's what our band is. Like I always feel like we're very underestimated, and we have a lot more to offer than some people might think. And that's kind of like my thing. And we have some friends who did some of our earlier music videos. They just sent us some photos and we thought they were cool. And we just turned that into the cover of the album. It was them playing with some chess pieces and stuff. And, we liked it. And, and then the first album, I got from the idea of one of my favorite movies, They Live, which is starring Roddy Piper. From the 80s John Carpenter film. So the first album is called See Through It All, and it's, like with the glasses, so the cover's like the kind of the zombie or the alien guys from They Live, and one's holding a guitar and it's on the TV screen. So that's kind of where the art came from for those three.
Nice. I do like the Goonies trucker hat.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we're pretty, like all the four of us are very much children of the 80s. And we love 80s shit. So whenever there's a chance to bite off something, one of us will get excited. Like we literally had a conversation today about doing an Alf shirt, like we just like anything 80s we
That's
absolutely
great.
love. Yeah. So there's always a lot of, in our merch especially, a lot of just 80s call, and our music videos too.
Yeah, like right now we have a Mac and Me shirt, and if you actually go back and watch one of our music videos for Whoa I, it all takes place in a movie theater, and the movie that's playing is Mac and Me.
Yeah,
which is a fantastic film if you haven't seen it.
It's a fine piece of cinema.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
and then
especially the McDonald's dance scene.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very, very good. And then like
dug The Weekend at Bernie's too.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you've seen our newest video, which I think was the one that they were using for the competition, that is all Weekend at Bernie's, through and through. So, and then our first video was a riff on Back to the Future, when Marty is auditioning for the Battle of the Bands at the beginning, and Huey Lewis is like saying, "Oh, it's too loud," or whatever. Like that's like that whole scene. We just extended it into a music video.
Yeah.
So we love that stuff. That's just something.
It's not the first time we've extended a scene into a whole video.
Yeah.
We also did on the last batch of covers we did what was it, Mr. Blue Sky? And
nice.
Basically the entire video is the intro to like every family sitcom you saw in like
like
the
a
early
90s. Yeah, like a '90s sitcom, but it's just like a never-ending characters,
Yeah,
introduction.
we're just
Yeah,
yeah. If there was 42 characters in a TV show, it would be our music
yeah,
video. Yeah.
Well, it's clear the boaters have spoken, and they are excited to have you guys on the boat. And I think it's even cooler that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys are going to be doing the pre-party, correct?
Yeah.
yes,
Yep. We'll be down in Miami doing that. What, the day before, right?
Yep,
yeah,
the
yeah.
January 25th.
25th.
I was about to say a date, and then I was like, I'm going to mess up the date.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Yeah, it's Magic 13, I think it's called in Miami.
Yep.
And we're going to
Magic
be
Brew.
with
Yep.
Fantastic Cat is the other band.
Yep. Not to be
Yep.
confused with Magic Mike's.
Yeah.
Magic.
It will
Well,
not be
you
a
know,
Magic Mike show.
Chris would not.
No,
be
you know what?
confused.
Come to the show and we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll talk Anthony
I
into it.
mean, you
Yeah.
said wet T-shirt earlier. Now
Yeah.
we're talking Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
all inclusive. So the pre-party is pretty awesome. I don't know if Ted, you got a chance to go to it last year.
No, I don't know anything about it.
It's I believe it changes every year, the venue for it.
Mhm.
Okay.
And but it's a great way to like break the ice for it's like a night of music and cocktails and camaraderie between fellow lovers of music, and then you just get to wake up and do it again the next day for 5 days straight.
Yeah,
I feel like the way that I would how I would call it is just like a small rev up,
yeah.
small rev up for the real thing.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's
It's
cool.
like the
I'm
beginning
really
of a. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm just really excited about it, and it's good for us because our band doesn't rehearse ever.
Oh,
So this will be kind of like practice to
definitely
actually
going.
play on the boat.
Yeah. In fact, we to get ready for this, like you said, we're going to do. We're playing 3 different shows on the boat. Each one kind of centered around each album. So there's songs that either one they're a few years old for us, so we haven't really been playing them anymore. And then again, there's going to be songs that we maybe have never even played live, really, because
That's so cool.
we didn't have to. So now, we'll be going over these songs. So what we did was here in Stroudsburg, we're actually going to put on a show. We basically decided to rent out a place where we can essentially have a live rehearsal in front of people. We
Yeah.
invited another band to come out and play as well. And it's kind of like our little like going away party that we're doing to get ready for the whole rock boat thing is doing that. So that's kind of
Yes.
our rehearsal. So even our rehearsal is still a show.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be that, and then we're doing the Magic 13 pre-show, which I am super excited about. I don't know like how many rock boaters come. I don't know anything about it. I just know it's a venue that they're doing a show. I know there's another band, and I know what time we have to be there. Like that's about all I know.
There'll be several hundred.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. Well, we're gonna bring
Yeah,
some free stuff to give away to people too. We were talking. Like, I've got a
Definitely
bunch
be
of. We've got some we made some like Don't Panic rock boat bracelets that we're gonna hand those out for free at that for
sweet.
everybody. Yes, because we want to kind of see like who we met the night before. I want to see them kind of on the boat and see who's got all their
I like that.
special pre-party.
It's a
bracelets,
great idea.
Talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
incentive to get there, people.
There you go.
That bracelet.
So
Awesome.
yeah, that's the only place you'll be able to get it.
Love it. Guys, we, the rock boat community, are super excited. Clearly we are. You guys got the votes. You're on. You're going to kick ass at the pre-party.
Awesome. I hope so.
We're super excited to see you guys on the boat and just to have a hell of a time and create some awesome memories when you guys are on stage, chat with you guys when you're off stage, and just embrace you guys to the rock boat family. So we're super excited.
Hell
and
yeah.
we look forward to seeing you guys. And
Yeah, we look forward to being there.
Yeah, we want
can't
everyone
wait.
to,
Just-
It'll be great.
say hi to us, meet us. Like we're there to hang out and have fun. So bother us as much as you want.
Yeah, we're
that's
on the
what we're
boat
excited
for
about.
5 days.
Yeah,
Just get up there and don't panic.
that's right.
Exactly.
Very nice. And fantastic cat.
AJ, AJ,
Yeah.
Ted, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks.
Can't wait
Yeah,
to see
thanks
you
for
guys on
thanks
the
for
boat.
having us on this,
Yeah,
guys.
we'll
Really,
see ya.
Heck
Well,
yeah.
make sure to
seeing you
find
soon.
us so we can meet in person instead of just this.
Yeah, yeah.
For
I'll
sure.
be the biggest guy on the boat, so I'll make sure I find you.
You're the biggest guy in the boat.
Probably.
He's a big guy.
Why? How big are you?
Like 6'5", like
Holy
3.
shit!
Right now, 310.
Okay,
He was
that's-
380.
I was
pretty
Just lost a
380.
shit ton.
I got
Slimmed down a
also
little bit.
I met the Big Show once. I have a
Oh,
picture with
he's
him.
a little
Most
bigger than me.
ridiculous looking thing in the world. But
He's a
yeah,
little bigger
so
than me.
That's
so
a
now
big guy.
and then in my head now I'm like, all right, well now I'm going to size you up against him.
Yep.
Jesus, okay. 6'5" is
Cool.
pretty fucking tall, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really big.
Not too many people standing behind him at a show.
Funny.
Nope. They probably get
Alright.
so mad at if they're behind you at a show.
Yep.
Yeah, so mad.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Great
All
chat.
right, gentlemen.
All right,
See
well,
you
hey,
guys
thanks
later.
for having us.
Yeah,
See
man.
you
Yeah,
guys.
guys.
See you guys.
It's nice meeting you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Same.
You too.
Ted.
You too.
All right. Later.